Aliens Dark Descent on PS5 is a really tough game, and I know this because, well, the game warned me it was difficult upon first booting it up, and since then I played through the entire game on normal, and honestly I really struggled to get through some of the game's 12 missions, as your soldiers can be wiped out by the aliens in an instant. However, there have been times on this platinum journey where the biggest threat to my chances of another shiny platinum trophy weren't those pesky aliens, but instead the annoying amount of bugs and glitches in this otherwise awesome game.
I'm one step away from beating the game 100%. I've come so far in my quest. All my gaming skills have been put to the test. I've leveled up all the moves and more. I got so many coins, my hands are getting sore. I'm so close to the blast, to the plat. Just check my trophy stats, made on the boss's bay. There's one more trophy getting in my way. But it's the worst one of all. I can do it. So this might be where I fall. Even yourself. Really hope I don't flop. I gotta make sure I pop that one bullshit PlayStation trophy.
These bugs range from small annoying problems like your soldiers getting stuck on the scenery, or the fact that the sniper character, who I have to do stealth kills with, always seems to be at the back of the squad, so whenever you enter a room and something's there to spot me, they're too far back to be able to shoot them from where they are because they haven't got through the doorway yet. Other problems were that I had dumb errors like the game loading you into a black void whenever you moved into a certain level or area of a level when you're going up and down a lift to different floors, for example. And while this didn't happen all the time, it was enough for me to notice it and for it to start becoming annoying, despite the quick and easy fix of just reloading your save, which happens when you go and use a lift. However, while these were just small, dumb and slightly annoying bugs, the further I got into my first playthrough, the worse these glitches got. Like on Mission 7, where the game just decided to stop saving my progress, and while on a game like this it gets very frustrating losing your progress whenever you die and have to repeat the same sections again while dealing with the randomness of the aliens and their spawns each time. However, this was nothing compared to what I faced in Mission 10 after brute forcing my way through Mission 7 without any checkpoints. I was on a roll and enjoying the game again because the subsequent missions were quite easy, yet I hit a progress blocking bug at the end of Mission 10 because after beating the Price of Deception, the Spire trophy didn't pop for beating that level, and when trying to select the next mission from the Otago, I found that I couldn't, and this was due to one random primary objective in Mission 10 bugging out and not registering as completed, despite me beating the entire level. So, as the main primary objectives were still 10 out of 11, with the get to the upper levels primary objective incomplete, the next mission didn't unlock, and at this point I was forced to just stop playing through Aliens Dark Descent by the actual game itself, as I could go no further. But thankfully a few days later patch version 1.03 released to fix this issue, and I could continue on with the game that I'd brought. But sadly, my issues with it didn't end there, as there were also problems like massive frame rate dips, which were noticeable on the Berkeley's dock missions, which made the game almost unplayable, and annoyingly, you'd have to go to this area twice for 2 missions. Then, there's the annoying amount of RNG, which I've briefly mentioned, and how after surviving one of those giant onslaughts, I was then always attacked by another alien as I tried to move on in the level, which then results in potentially another giant onslaught, or how one comes during one of the story sections where you're already fighting a massive amounts of aliens, or like when you've just beaten the Queen, and then it will just spawn in an onslaught, so all your turrets are low on ammo, or maybe broken, and you just end up getting killed by this giant wave of bullshit aliens. It definitely felt really unfair and unbalanced at times, especially if the aggressive level goes all the way up to hard. Well, then you're just basically fucked. Yet, despite all of these issues, I still loved this game and pushed ahead on my march towards the Platinum Trophy. Eventually, I managed to beat it on Nightmare difficulty, despite the patch not fixing that save bug for me on Mission 7, and it also introducing even more bugs, such as the game continuously crashing on one of the missions. It was the snow one where you start off outside and you have to take your crew up to the top where the buildings are, but you just get swarmed by aliens and you can use the airstrike to kill the humans. After a few seconds up there, it would just crash, and whenever I had teammates that got put into a coma, there now seems to be a random chance that after healing them and getting them back on their feet, that they will just stand there frozen in place, completely ignoring any commands you give them, resulting in your team becoming softlocked because one of your guys doesn't want to move anywhere, which also happened to me on my subsequent No One Can Hear Them Scream run, which limits your saves, so I lost a good 30 minutes of time there on that one alone. That trophy for me is bullshit, as you can only save in the missions when you rest by welding up the doors to secure a safe area in a room. Yet in my other playthroughs, I've already seen those shelters just outright not save, crash when you attempt to save, or not even count as a welded door, meaning you can't save and you've just wasted one of those precious tools. So I know that this playthrough, which I'm still only on level 2, is going to get more frustrating the further I get into the game, especially if Mission 7 still doesn't save at all, and the later missions still crash. I mean, will I even get through it? Oh my god. I mean, it's not like the mode is tough, because you can play it on easy and change the save to this mode, so it's not that bad, but I would just rather not have more of my time wasted on this game due to it glitching out, and if I have to reload an old save and have to replay the last 20 to 30 minutes of a mission again, I'm going to be really pissed off, to be honest. And if you look at the game's PlayStation 5 trophy list, you can see that nobody has unlocked the Platinum Trophy, and, well, that's not because of this No One Can Hear You Scream difficulty trophy, as people have beaten this mode and got on that trophy, and even done it on Nightmare difficulty at the same time. Those crazy bastards. No, instead, the Platinum Blocker is actually a trophy called Archivist, which is a simple collectibles trophy for gathering all 123 of the data pads found throughout the missions. And you know why no one has it? Well, of course, it's because that is also glitched too. Jesus, at least on the PS5 version anyway, as the counter doesn't seem to work past 100 data pads, and in some missions like Dead Hills, they just don't register at all. Now, I am sure the devs will patch this, but will it fix it in your current saved playthroughs, or will you have to start a brand new game all over again just to get these? And what, if anything, will the patch break next? Oh my god. This is a great game, just not a very well made one. And it really saddens me to say that, because I know this is actually a great game despite all these problems, but for these reasons, these annoying trophies like No One Can Hear You Scream and the Archivist one become bullshit when they really shouldn't be. So for that reason, I'm actually torn, as this BS rating is more for the glitches than the actual trophies. But seeing as the Archivist trophy is a glitched collectible trophy, then, well, it has to get a bullshit trophy rating of.
Not if they have clowns.
Oh, crap! Ah, crap, crap, crap. Oh, crap! Crap, crap. Crap, 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 crap.
What an asshole. Oh, you're such an asshole.